Trapmore gang, welcome back to another Jacksonville breakdown video. I can't even, it's been a couple of weeks since I even dropped this thing. In many ways, this video has just like followed me, stalked me to the very end of the earth. But for real, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it, so I'm down to keep reacting to it if you guys are enjoying it. But anyway, we are today going to be continuing down our pathway into the depths of hell via Jacksonville and whatever highway, what's like the most popular highway in Jacksonville. We're going to be continuing our journey to hell via the Interstate 295, apparently. Whatever, we're here, we're back. And this time, we're into Chapter 5. We're going to be looking at the Trey D and Boss Goon hits. These are very significant, pivotal events in the giant feud, the never-ending gang war that went on in Jacksonville. And I think it's going to be an interesting step to take a look at these hits in a little bit more detail and just understand maybe some more about the process of how I researched, put together this video, all that good stuff. So let's get into it.
On July 23rd, 2018, a reunion was taking place on Jacksonville's east side at Philip Randolph Park, with around 1,000 people in the area. The following Facebook video captured the moment that gunshots were fired in the crowd, causing a panic in the park.
It appears to show a woman running from gunfire at a block party in Jacksonville.
Action News Jax first broke this story last night.
Now in this, for the record, I muted the gunshot sounds because I'm pretty sure I've heard that like having gunfire and footage with gunshots being fired and shooters and all sorts of that kind of thing ain't so good on YouTube. But the fact is you can't really see anything, so I censored the gunshots. But like this bit at the start, you would hear, if you'd seen the raw footage of this, like pow pow pow, like all the gunshots going off.
Turns out that these shots had been fired at a man named Lawrence Davis, aka Trey D, aka 8.
8 has got this kind of very distinctive 8 tattoo on his neck. I don't know whether he got the nickname before the tattoo. Maybe somebody in the comments might let me know if they know. I'm not necessarily sure that it's on purposely matching Foolio's tattoo, but Foolio's got a big 6 tatted on his neck in a sort of similar vein. These two were really close. Foolio mentions Trey D, Lawrence Davis quite a lot in his music. So this was definitely another significant inciting incident for Foolio getting more active in this beef. Even just with him rapping about it and continuing the disrespect, this was a big moment.
A few weeks after this, 6 Block tried to retaliate for Trey D's killing, an incident where 3 people were shot.
Okay, this is kind of funny. So Lil Popper actually copyright claimed this video before I took it live because he'd used the audio from this news report in a song and put it on Spotify without permission. Right, this really upset me. I'll be I got this whole video done. It's a 2-hour video, and bear in mind, like every time something goes wrong, every time there's a copyright claim, anytime there's like one tiny little thing wrong with this video, I have to scrap it, we have to change it, we have to re-export it. It takes hours. I have to pre-upload it to YouTube, check that there's not more problems with it, and then watch it through all the way through again. And like I try be very focused so I don't miss mistakes or upload something that's fucked up that I've not noticed. This evening when this happened, right, bear in mind it's like 1 in the morning, right? And I'm just like, I need to drop this video, and I get copyright claim immediately from Lil Popper. It's obviously a content ID claim. I'm like, what the fuck? I literally don't even, it's not even in the video. I barely talk about Lil Popper in this thing. So it turns out in his music video for Purple Hearts, which I'm gonna mute, he basically uses for the opening intro of the song, he uses the raw footage of the news report in the video, and I assume in the song that got uploaded to Spotify as well. And the problem with this is that he doesn't own this footage, and I wanted to use this in the video because it's pretty interesting. And I didn't actually know that it was Lil Popper that got shot in this situation. I end up getting claimed on this. I was pissed. I was super upset. Obviously, Lil Popper probably has no idea that he has committed this copyright infringement crime, which is what it is. And I purposefully not included the footage where Foolio fucking beats up Lil Popper in the store. So there was a fight between Foolio and Lil Popper at the mall, right? You can look this up yourselves. I'm not gonna be able to show it without blurring it here, but he's getting beat the fuck up. I was pissed. It was like 1 in the morning. I was mad tired, so I basically like posted a clip of this to my Instagram, just being like, shit, Lil Popper claimed my video, like here's him getting beaten up. Then I immediately realized I do not want these problems and took it down straight away. But anyway, that was just like an extra little tidbit. Shout out Lil Popper, I do not want those problems.
It was also this month in July 2018 that a young man named Corbin would go missing, and he wouldn't be heard from again for an entire year.
Where is Corbin Johnson? The 18-year-old's parents say they dropped him off last week at a job interview and they never saw him again.
The Corbin thing is interesting. We're going to get into it later on in the story. Because I did this thing in chronological order, I kind of seeded the situation with Corbin when he went missing, because he didn't turn up for an entire year. But I actually didn't put this piece of detail in the video, but it did pop up in Trap Geek's excellent piece of work about the Jacksonville gang beef that was very much worth watching if you haven't seen it already. Corbin had gone for a job interview at, I believe, an Amazon fulfillment center where he was like, well, abducted at that interview or after that or kind of around the time of that interview, which is crazy.
Young and Ace would unfortunately find himself back in jail again for violating his probation. But what did he do to violate it? He went to the mall without permission.
Should I post this video? I'd be in jail right now. I already knew this shit would come here.
The authorities just do Ace dirty just constantly on a regular basis. I mean, they kick him out of the hospital before he can even get the bullets taken out of him. Then they throw him back in jail. He misses his brother's funeral. They accuse him of organizing the shooting of his friends, which is ridiculous. And then they're throwing him back in jail for a probation violation. I mean,
ATK affiliate Willie Addison, aka Boss Goon, is performing at the Paradise Club in Spring Park on Bat Meadows. However, after he finished performing, he gets into a car and leaves the venue with his blood brother Queso, their father, and 3 other friends. But when that car gets to Emerson Street near Spring Park Road, another car pulls up, opening fire on the packed Chevy Tahoe, with all 6 people inside the car getting hit.
Killed my son in the front seat, shot my son in the back, in the head 3 times, shot my nephew. I drove all the way from there to Memorial Hospital, shot in the back myself twice.
I've been told that getting shot up in a car is like super dangerous because the bullets are flying around, they're ricocheting inside the vehicle, they're going through metal, they're piercing metal, they're doing all sorts of madness inside the car. If anything, they're super lucky that there was only 1 casualty. In some ways, it's a miracle that more people weren't injured, but RIP to Boss Goon, that was another tragedy in this story. And to imagine the scene of his father, Abdul Robinson, having to drive this packed car of 6 people that have all been shot to the hospital whilst he's been shot himself is just crazy. I mean, the amount of people in this story that have got fucking balls of steel that are just able to run through these situations and just get that car to the hospital. I mean, he's been shot in the back. It's crazy.
Immediately after this incident, Foolio was mocking the recently deceased Boss Goon on social media heavily, saying horrible things like he deserved it.
Family and friends tell me he did not deserve.
Fuck nigga deserved to die. Bitch ass.
Foolio, as I said at the start of the video, Foolio has got kind of this reputation of being like the most hated in Jacksonville, one of the most hated rappers in Florida. It's no surprise. I mean, he's saying stuff like that. Foolio really drops the disrespect. He had the 2-3 shirt. He was talking about putting all those guys in a blunt that had been killed alongside Ace. And now he's doing this. Detox from the op pack, because I think the op pack is fucking with your brain, Foolio. It's turning you into too much of a demon.
50-year-old Damon Rothermel was shot and killed while riding his bike on Emerson Street. An innocent bystander apparently hit by a stray bullet fired during a shootout between 2 cars involved in this beef.
A bicyclist was found in the street on the ground. Witnesses say he had been hit by gunfire. The man was pronounced dead at the scene.
Imagine that, man. You're just riding your bike, minding your own business, and then 2 cars just start shooting it out with each other, Wild West style, and you catch a stray and die. I mean, that's not a good look. And I gotta say, this situation particularly, I feel really drives home the kind of like reckless disregard for life that we see in this Jacksonville story. I mean, they're just shooting it out car to car, and it's just some dudes getting hit off a bike. There's just there's no respect. 50-year-old guy is just minding his business, trying to ride home.
All of this activity in the streets attracted the attention of the JSO, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, who swept up numerous KTA affiliates who had been seen in music videos toting guns in what was known as Operation Wrap Up.
6 people arrested in Operation Wrap Up.
Now, here's something that I find quite interesting. So several other people that got arrested in this situation were like this guy's YNR Slugger T. I believe YNR Mookie also got arrested in this Operation Wrap Up, which is interesting because they were kind of a big part of driving this beef. They drop a lot of disrespectful music and they got caught up in this situation. I believe Mookie and Slugger T are still in jail. He had a couple of projects this year, which I think he's released while he's in jail. I think one of them's called Free Slugger, but they're actually really good. They're worth a listen. There's a couple of tracks on there that I was really vibing with, and I believe YNR Mookie and YNR Slugger T actually had Shiesty on a remix of their Murder Twins song, which goes pretty damn hard and didn't really get the shine it deserved, to be honest. Maybe go and check those out. Go and check out some of the Slugger T music. Something about his character, his voice that I think is quite cool. Let me know what you thought of that.
Queso would avenge his fallen brother by taking the life of a KTA affiliate incredibly close to Foolio, killing a 16-year-old boy with probably the most famous name associated with this entire beef, Bibby.
next vid, we're going to be getting into the Bibby hit, which is definitely one of the most iconic names as part of this beef. You definitely will recognize the name Bibby from Who I Smoke. That'll probably be, some of these might end up being slightly shorter videos. Certain chapters kind of have more significance in this beef than others. Maybe I'll combine a few together. I don't know. Let me know what you thought in the comments. We're going to keep this reaction series going. We're going to keep the analysis going, and let's see where it ends up leading, guys. But hope you enjoyed that one. Hope you enjoyed that breakdown. Obviously, RIP to everybody involved. It's a really unfortunate situation that we're seeing here, and just chapter by chapter, as you see this thing unfold, it's just going to get sadder and sadder. And we've already seen a lot of bloodshed so far, so it's a pretty intense story. Anyway, till next time, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you to the patrons for supporting this channel. Right there, I think, hopefully. Appreciate you guys. Until next time, peace.